If you're visiting Tokyo, Japan, love a good cocktail, and have a little sense of adventure, this video is for you, as today I am going to be showing you 4 secret bars in Tokyo you need to visit. These secret bars pay homage to the Prohibition era, and some are harder to locate than others. But believe you me when I say that Japan just does it better. From a coffee shop with a secret to a jazz band hidden inside a Coca-Cola fridge, we are going to be having some fun today. So remember to subscribe and come on, let me take you on a little journey. Our first stop is located in the neighborhood of Setagaya and is one for the jazz lovers. It actually took quite a bit of effort to find, as it is not located on street level. Also, the only indication of the bar's location is a little sign on the street. But if you can find the sign, get in the elevator to go up and you will eventually find a bright red Coca-Cola fridge, which is actually a portal to a small hole-in-the-wall bar that is an absolute must-visit for music lovers. The bar is named after an album by saxophonist Hank Mobley. The intimate venue regularly features live performances that are highly popular with the locals. On stage tonight when I went was popular Japanese composer Otomo Yoshihide. When there isn't a live band playing, the venue is a jazz kisser aka listening bar playing from a highly curated selection of vinyl records. This was truly one of the highlights of my trip, especially after spending days experiencing language barriers when communicating, because music truly transcends all language barriers. Oh yeah, this is no room for squares, and I've placed the address and Google Map pin in my caption. But this next bar was high up on my list of secret bars to visit when I was planning my Japan trip. It is located in the popular neighborhood of Ibizu, which is incidentally the birthplace of popular beer Ibizu, which is why it is hardly surprising that the area is chock full of amazing restaurants and bars. But this one is a bit more discreet than the others. It is hidden behind a wall of old lockers that I am willing to bet you would have just walked straight past if you didn't know what was behind it. But pull on the door, walk down a flight of stairs, and you would have officially entered one of Tokyo's best secret bars, in my humble opinion. The bar features a wall brimming with vinyl records, a live DJ spinning some 90s and noughties hits, as well as a fully stocked bar that serves all your standard drinks. Although with that being said, you are here, in my humble opinion, for their cocktails. The ones that I ordered were some of the most delicious and uniquely named cocktails I've ever had. Let me show you what I mean. As per the recommendation of the bartender, I started with a cocktail called Feel Like a Cinema, which was made from Don Julio, corn syrup, cream, and caramel. It was honestly so delicious. I mean, it tasted like I was drinking liquid popcorn. But I don't know guys, either the drinks here are super strong or I am a lightweight, or both, because I was getting a little tipsy by the time I was done with the first drink. And I was thinking, well, it's time to call it a night. But then I saw this drink on the menu and I couldn't resist getting it as well. I mean, could you? Their Are You Depressed cocktail is served with drops of CBD oil on the top, and whilst I'm not sure it cured my depression, it certainly was delicious. The staff were also incredibly friendly, which instantly made me feel comfortable going to a bar alone as a solo traveler. This bar is called A10, named after the locker handle you need to pull on in order to enter, and I really recommend you check it out. Address and Google Map pin in my description box. I have to say though that if I was short for time and could only pick one speakeasy out of this list to visit, it would be this one. It is hidden behind a small hole-in-the-wall coffee shop in Shibuya. And if you're thinking, yep, this is the one I'll go to as well, hold up, because you can't just waltz straight in. You need to get a reservation. Without a reservation, this coffee shop will remain to be exactly that for you. You can get yourself a good cup of coffee here and nothing more. To make a reservation, you need to head to their website, URL here and also in my description box. You are now confronted with your first riddle, which is to locate the reservation form on the website. I won't spoil all the fun for you, but basically this is the page you need to locate. Assuming you solved the riddle, you should have your reservation proof ready to show the barista at the coffee shop, at which point they will ask you to push on the shelf in order to gain access into Janai Coffee Bar, which is honestly hands down my favorite bar in Tokyo. True to the shopfront's theme, absolutely everything on the menu has coffee in it. I started with a coffee lemon sour with gin, fermented lemon, and coffee, which was delicious. But while I was drinking that, I noticed that there were hints at an off-menu secret drink, one that you can only get if you can solve another riddle. Again, I won't spoil all the fun for you, but if you are successful, you will be rewarded with this secret cocktail that really knows how to make an entrance. This is the Flaming Tomatina with mezcal, jalapeno, lemon, and man, this was even better than the coffee lemon sour. Do note that they change up this secret cocktail on a regular basis, so don't be too surprised if you get something else when you visit. Drinks aside, the staff, bartender, and even patrons were super friendly, and I ended up staying a lot longer than I intended after a long day of shooting content because of the conversations I struck up with them. And look, they even sent me off with a cup of coffee. Definitely recommend you put Janai coffee onto your list and let me know how you go with all the riddles. So I've already posted about the first 3 bars I went to on my Instagram and TikTok and received some feedback that the recommendations were a bit expensive, which for the record for me it isn't, as it is pretty much on par with Sydney prices. But that prompted me to suss out this next bar where you can get cocktails for just 700 yen. Yeah, that works out to be 450 US or around 7 AUD. And where else but in Japan would you find a secret bar that is tucked away inside a Family Mart? Which to me is the last place where you think you'd find a bar, but when you actually think about it, it kind of makes sense. I mean, Japanese convenience stores are already where the locals go for absolutely everything. So why not for drinking? Their menu is surprisingly extensive. You can get a Japanese whiskey for 500 yen or around 3 US, acai beers for 600 yen, a glass of red or white for 500, and you can even get some food. Yes, the food is just from the Family Mart, but they heat it up for you so that you can have it with your drinks. I ended up settling on an amaretto ginger cocktail, which was so delicious and only cost 700 yen. And so if you're looking for a wallet-friendly option, I strongly recommend you check out the Liquor Museum in Shibuya. But I want to know, have you been to any of these bars before? Do you have some bar recommendations for me? Let me know in the comment section. If you're heading to Tokyo, Japan for the first time, by the way, planning can be a bit daunting. Check out my What You Need to Know Before Going to Tokyo video to make sure you don't miss out on anything important. Need recommendations for what to see and do? Check out my Japan playlist for more. Don't forget to subscribe for more helpful travel guides such as this one, and let's continue this conversation in the next video. Ciao!